All right, hey, what's up, guys? It's Roy here. So today I got the Spigen Core Armor case here for the iPhone 16 Pro. So as you can see here, this is what the packaging looks like. Traditional, very looking, other than the opening here that you can see the phone case. And as it says, air cushion, spiderweb pattern, all that good stuff. And then the color is matte black. And I don't know, this is just bugging me, but doesn't that kind of look like a silhouette of like the Cybertruck? I don't know. Let me know. But let's get this bad boy out. So drop tested, military standard, mag fit, all that fun stuff. Get this slid out here, and there is the case. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. One thing I'll say right out of the gate is it's very fuzzy inside of there. Not really sure why. So I'm gonna try to get like a little cleaning brush and clean this off real quick before we continue. So let me do that real fast. Okay, so there we go. Much cleaner. Yeah, it was really dusty for some reason. So, but in the inside, we do see the MagFit rings there. So you are going to have MagSafe charging capabilities with this device, or excuse me, with this case on your device. And then you can see kind of the just different branding and stuff like that in there. It does say the air cushion technology right there, so that's what it's talking about. So you're getting those nice bumpers in the corner to help with drop protection. So let's go ahead and get this installed real quick. See how easy it is. And it's very easy, and there it is. So that's the look of the actual case installed. So with the Core Armor, it's got this, you know, kind of like ribbed pattern back here. You can see the MagSafe rings, you know, when I move it around in the light. So we'll test that out in here in a minute. But with these, I mean, the only thing I could see an issue with is like just getting a little dust and gunk and stuff in these. But once again, it's pretty easy to clean out, I have to imagine. But it is a TPU feel. It's, you know, very rubbery on the back, but the sides have a really nice texturized grip, which is very helpful for holding the phone in your hand. The camera bump protection, the lenses are recessed in, as you can see there, and it is raised up. It's like a matte black finish, so looks good. So very black and simple. And then on the side, you can see that we do have a raised power button that is got some little teeth in there. And then we do have our camera control button cut out there as well, so pretty easy access. At the bottom, we do have a nice cutout for the USB-C charging port and the speakers and microphone at the bottom. And then if we flip it over to this side, this is where we're getting our speed and branding here. So boom, right there. And then the volume up and down button, which also have little teeth in those, just like the power button. And then we have our action button there as well. That's nicely raised. And then that's just kind of the look of it top down. So very simple. And if we look at it up against my hands here, then you can see that we do get some lips, you know. It is definitely going to give you a little bit of protection when you do put it face down on a surface. And then that's just kind of the look looking at it from the top down as well. So pretty slim, but it's not obviously like meant to be like a thin case, but it's meant to just, you know, feel decent in the hand. And then a little cut out there for the speaker up top, but it does kind of do that little overlap, and that's supposed to help with, you know, making the sound better and all that good stuff. So with that being said, now let's go ahead and do the wobble test. So if we put it face down, there's no shaking going on. And if we go back down, it's actually not bad. I mean, if you hit that corner hard, like any iPhone 16 Pro case, it's going to move. But if you hit it on the sides, it's really not super terrible. But once again, I mean, that's just what you get with an iPhone Pro series case. They're just, you know, that big camera bump back there. But now let's do the clicky button test. So let's start with the power button. Okay, so pretty responsive, little clicky sound there. And then the volume up and down. All right, pretty clicky as well. And then the action button, very responsive. And then let's test out the camera control button. So see if we can zoom in and out and all that good stuff. So seems to work pretty nice. So yeah, so no issues at all with that either. So Now let's go ahead and flip it over. Let me grab a MagSafe charger and let's test out the MagSafe charging capabilities. All right, so have a charging stand here that I've been using a lot because a lot of the MagSafe chargers are very, very magnetic, but when it comes to stands, sometimes they're not super, super grippy. So I wanted to test this out, slap it on there, and then see that it is charging the device, as you can see there. And then, you know, obviously it's got a pretty decent grip on it. So it does definitely hold, and it does have a pretty nice grip to it. So yeah, no complaints in that department either. So if you're looking for a plain black case with a little bit of some personality to it, this might be for you. You know, at the end of the day, you know, Spigen makes great phone cases. So you know, any of their cases I would always recommend. I always like them. I feel like maybe there's some other cases that I would like better over this one, but it's at least, you know, a pretty nice case if, like I said, you're just looking for something that's pretty plain, a little generic, gives you some good drop protection. You know, fingerprints aren't going to be an issue, but smudging might, depending on how oily your hands are, or if like you touch your face or eat a pepperoni pizza or something and touch it, I don't know. But yeah, but there it is, guys. So hit the like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.